Try to put your volume down on your phone or something. I hear a little bit of echo.
Maybe now Mohammed in tablet on the background.
Okay.
You hear me? You clear?
Yes.
You get me clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, you can go ahead and share.
Everybody, let's just wait. Let's just give people 1 or 2 minutes and
All
then
right, let me share on Facebook while
okay. I'm doing the same. Hello, everybody. Um, Hello, everybody. If you can give me a thumbs up at the chat if Facebook is on, just so I kind of get like an idea. Just give me like a thumbs up and just let me know if Facebook is working, please. Hi, hello. Just thumbs up in the chats just for let me know. Say Facebook they work. Hello and welcome. Okay, I think Facebook is working. I can see it. Hello, hello, hello. I think we just lost Julia, but they come back on just now. Hello, everybody. Um, so while we did wait for Julia, I do have a 2 minutes clip that I would like to share just to kind of give us a brief intro into what autism is, because for like a lot of our viewers that don't really, you know what it is, I think it'll be fair to just kind of give them an intro of what autism is. So currently waiting for Joel there. She was on not too long ago. I think she's back. But yeah, so I'm gonna just go over to the video and just share it. Um, it's a 2 minute video on autism and exactly what autism is. So I'm gonna bring it up now.
What is autism? So that's a big question, and one we still aren't so sure about.
Inside Science.
When we say the word autism, what we're talking about is a challenge, a series of challenges that a person has with their ability to interact with the world. Currently, we talk about those challenges in kind of two categories. One is in communicating socially, and the other category is in repetitive and restricted interests and behaviors. Together, when somebody presents with these two types of challenges, we apply the word autism. So what causes autism? Not vaccines. That has been proven to the best of our knowledge. To the best degree that we can say that we're confident about anything, we feel very confident about that as a scientific community. Right now, we understand that what causes autism is genes. Right now, we have identified as a field dozens of different changes in genes that if you have those changes, you are very likely to have autism. I'm interested in understanding how all of these different types of genetic changes can cause this one thing called autism. I have a weekly clinic where I see kids where the parents are concerned that their child might have autism, or families where the child has a known diagnosis of autism and the family is looking for additional help and support and making sure that they're doing the best they can do for their child. It's really frustrating to not be able to offer more than we are able to offer right now. And so parents ask me, why does my child have autism? What can we do about it? And for a lot of these questions, my answer is I don't know, but I'm working on it. I'm a child neurologist. My clinical specialty is autism. And so right now, I don't have a lot to offer my patients. We have treatments for things that often go along with autism, like challenges with sleep or attention. But for those core symptoms, we don't have anything. We have behavioral therapies. It really comes down to I just want to help these people. I want to help my patients.
Inside Science. If you enjoyed this edition, follow us on the web and social media.
Hello and welcome back. So I just wanted to give you guys that 2-minute segment of what autism is. I think we just lost Julie. So bear with me again. Hang in there. She'll pop back in soon. How are you guys doing? How is everyone? How is the Tuesday going? Thank you guys so much for joining. We're just waiting on Jill that she was on not too long ago. Okay, I think she is back. She's back. Hold on, let me find her. Okay, here she is. Hey, lady. Sorry. All right, hey, lady. All right, so Julie, are you there? I think I just lost her again. Hey, lady, are you here?
I'm
Okay.
here.
Awesome. All right, thank you. All right. So yes, technology is technology right now. Last week was a disaster. So I'm loving this. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But anywho, let's get started. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Real with Hadra, where we bring you stories that inspire, educate, and connect us all. So today we have a very special guest joining us, a passionate advocate, a loving mother, someone who is sharing a journey that touches the hearts of many. As you're aware, Let's Get Real with Hadra is a platform that's known for its insightful conversation and commitment to bringing diverse voices to the forefront. And joining us today is a remarkable woman whose strength, resilience, and love shines brightly as she navigates the unique challenges and joy of raising a child with autism. She will be sharing her experiences, shedding light on the beauty of neurodiversity, and spreading awareness about the importance of understanding and acceptance. Without further ado, let's dive into this heartfelt conversation and gain valuable insights from this incredible woman. Please join me in welcoming Gilda Siddiqui.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, Gilda. How are you?
Okay. Hi, how are you, Aja? Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, of course. No, thank
Good
you.
evening, everybody. I know it's night now anyway. Six, it's 5:08 at my end, though. I know it's 6:08 at your end. So,
Yes, it is 6:08. Okay, Jude, thank you so much. So let's get right into it. Jude, can you please introduce yourself and share
okay.
a bit about your family?
All right. My name is Julde Siddiqui, as Haja said. I am a mom of 4 kids, and the oldest is Muhammad, and he's the one that is autistic. And that's where my advocate journey starts. So he's 9 years old now, and we are doing well. We are thriving slowly. We are getting there. So he's right here. Mama, say hi.
Hey,
Say,
Mohammed.
come on. Say
Hi.
hi. What do you want?
Mohammed said,
I
I'm
can't,
not camera ready.
I can't be getting up right now. Okay, let me do this, please. He wants to pull me out. What do
Oh,
you want?
all right. Well, let's try to go
Hmm?
through this, real
Okay,
fast.
go ahead. Let me just get him a snack again, and then we should be
Sure,
good.
sure. Yes, do whatever you have to do, please.
What do you want? Another snack? All right. By the time you finish
Guys,
this
please
one,
feel free to join
it
us
will be done. Yeah.
if you like to question. Go ahead and put it in the chat.
All right. Sorry, guys.
All right. So let me know when you're ready.
All right. Let's go.
When did you first notice the signs that your child, well, Muhammad, might be on the autism spectrum?
Um, Mohammed. First of all, let me start with the pregnancy and all. Everything was normal. I have a healthy pregnancy. I have a healthy baby.
Hmm.
I gave birth to Mohammed full time. It's not, he didn't come early or late or anything. I gave birth to him full time. He was a healthy baby. Pregnancy was normal and everything, and he was doing well. He hit all his milestone on time. Mohammed sits at the actual age of sitting, crawl, the actual age of crawling,
Wow.
start talking. In fact, he starts saying a lot of words before 1.5 year. He already has words. Yes, so he was doing well until 2.5 is when I started noticing autism symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Almost around 21, 22 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh.
when I started noticing that he's kind of, first of all, what I started noticing is the words.
Mm.
He started losing all the words he used to have. He used to say mama, he used to say a lot of words. He used to call all his snacks, he can name snacks, he can point to stuff. And he knows me as his mom. If I come back from work, he's ready to give me a hug, ready to hang around. He
Mm-hmm.
used to go to a babysitter, so Mohammed would be, as soon as he see me, grab his bag, mommy, mommy, he said, let's go. So I started noticing all that is going away slowly. He started going blank. He don't even know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back from work. As soon as I open my door, Mohammed will be standing by the TV. He's not even turning. Even if you call his name, you don't know his name anymore. So a lot of stuff started. I started noticing signs that something is not right. So I started noticing the signs at um, 22 months to 20 to 2.5 years before his third birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I start noticing that something is not right. I start
Right.
seeing the words are gone. He don't know his name no more. You will call mommy, mommy, mommy until you have to go pull him before you know you're calling him. He don't know his name no more. He started being so hyperactive. He can't sit in one place. He's all over the place. And then I started seeing him, which he's watching at a television. He will go close to the TV, like put his face,
Mm-hmm.
like his face is right in front of the television.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what is going on? He's trying to climb anywhere he will climb. He don't care how high it is. He's trying to climb. So those are the signs that I started noticing.
Wow. So, what was the process like when Mohammed was first diagnosed with
Before the final diagnosis is a lot of process.
autism?
Before the final diagnosis, you start from the PCP, like go to his doctor. Doctor will refer you to the psychologist. The
Mm-hmm.
psychologist do his own observation.
Mm-hmm.
Mohammed was diagnosed at a clinic. I forgot the name of the clinic. It was in Maryland.
Okay.
That time I was in Maryland. It was a clinic in Baltimore that they finally put his name on a waiting list. Actually, it was on a waiting list for like almost 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
He was on a waiting list, and they said the wait list is long. Whenever his name come up, they'll call. So before he turned 3, close to his third birthday,
Mm-hmm.
that was when I took him. They finally have an opening. They finally have a date, and then I took him for observation, and all the evaluation was done at that same day. So after the evaluation, it took like 2 to 3 weeks before they finally have the diagnosis ready. Yeah. So it takes, the process is a little bit long, starting from his PCP to all the referrals, wherever, until they finally get a diagnosis. It takes a lot of time.
Wow. So, were there any challenges or misconception that you encountered during the diagnosis, Johnny?
Just the wait period.
The waiting. Mm.
Yeah, just the wait period.
Okay.
And when you are waiting for something that you already seen signs, you seen symptoms, you become restless.
That
So
part.
everything I started Googling, I was on Google, my phone was my friend, I wouldn't sleep. Everybody will be sleeping. I'll be Googling every little thing I see. I Google the sign. But at
Wow.
the end of the day, I was seeing the word autism coming up. Anything you Google, it sends the word come
Mm,
up is autism. So
mm,
I
mm.
was not like surprised anymore when the diagnosis finally hit because I've been seeing the autism. It has been ringing a lot of the thing has been ringing a bell in my ears, and I've been seeing the signs. So
Wow. Wow. Oh Lord. So we are we're Sierra Leoneans, we're Africans, right?
mhm.
So and this question is kind of tying it back to our background. Have you have any like cultural perspective or influence? Let me rephrase it again. How have how have cultural perspective influenced your approach to parenting a child with autism, given
Yes,
our
that's a
background?
good question.
For us as African,
Yeah,
right?
considering our background and where we come from, we're not familiar with that. We don't know what is autism.
Mhm.
So, and this was Mohammed was my first child, so I practically don't even know how to parent a child. It's like I'm learning. Everything is new. I'm parenting a child for the first time, and this child is a child with a lot of challenges. So it was a very tough one culturally, and then backing up again with the United States, a lot going on. You have to work, you have to take care of a child.
Exactly.
Yes. But I was so lucky my mom was with me. So that was even why the cultural thing was a lot because my mom don't understand. And then my mom has raised her own kids, and they don't know nothing about that. We're all okay. It's not in our family. It's not nowhere close. Not all of us. Even me here. Everything I did, Ali. There is nothing about autism in my lineage or anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of confusing. So we hit back the culture back home. Started saying, sometimes I will sit and I'm like, what is going on? Is this somebody that is doing this to my child?
Yeah.
All those cultural things.
Mhm.
There was a time I'm like, this is witchcraft. I said that this is
Wow.
demonic, or maybe something has happened. Because I didn't give birth to a child with any issues. I gave birth to a normal child. It was like my son wake up one day and then everything start going blank. That's what I from up till now to today, Haja. Sometimes I'll really sit back and I'm like, how did all this go wrong? What happened?
What did you do?
When did all this start? Yes. So culturally, yes, I was like confused. I'm like, you know what? I even travel back home with Mohammed like a couple of times. Like I'm bringing him home. We have to do different things. We have to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So yes, culturally, it affected me a lot, and that's how I delayed in starting early intervention because of the culture aspect of culture, thinking is demonic, thinking is evil, and I
Right.
don't have no experience. I don't even know what autism is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Of course, it's an uncharted water, so it's kind of hard to kind of navigate because again, like you
exactly,
said,
yeah.
in your background and your lineage, this is something
hmm
that's new, and so you don't know how to go about dealing with it.
No.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but in what ways do you see the landscape of autism awareness and acceptance evolving in both Sierra Leone and the United States, considering the cultural nuances?
It's a huge difference. United States is we especially now. When I had my child was that Mohammed has been diagnosed like 6 years now because Mohammed is 9. He was diagnosed. I received his diagnosis at age 3, so he's 6 now. So we've been dealing with this for 6 years. But the first 2 to 3 years, I don't even in the United States. I feel lost. I feel alone. I feel secluded. I don't even know how to start it. I don't even know how to start explaining to people that I have a child that is autistic because I'm like they will ask me, "What is autistic?" Because I myself I only found out because I have a child that is autistic. So even the first 3 to 4 years, it was a hard ball to roll because even here in the United States, yes, I have the doctors, I have the therapists and all that, but like having close friends or even family members that are not close to you, like my immediate family member, it was a hard pill to spill because they wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Because even me, it takes me a lot of time for me to understand autism. So they
Hmm.
will not understand. So it takes me a lot of a length. In the United States, it was easier, but back home, It was a huge thing. Up till now, we
Struggling.
still have the we still have to deal with the acceptance
Yeah.
and let people actually know that this is just autism that is wrong with your child. Back home is a huge problem right now. We still have it there. We're still dealing with it, and that's why for me, I take it up as a responsibility that I need to educate my country. I need to educate the space where I come from,
Hmm.
not just here in the United States, because even here, we need the awareness
Hmm.
because there are still people here that don't know about autism.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are still people here that don't know about autism. Why I say that, I will even bring the instance of my son getting abused in the park few weeks ago,
Oh
getting
no.
bullied at the park because the family lack knowledge. That's what I think.
Um,
So I'll bring it up like some people here are still don't understand about autism, even in the United States. They still don't know about autism. They still bully our kids here and there. They still find it difficult to accept them the way we accept them as parents. So we are still going through it here. So considering here is a first world that everything is advanced here. Compare back home, is a lot we have to deal with back home culturally where I come from. So
yeah, but Julia, you're doing an awesome job. Just always putting yourself
thank you
out
so
there,
much.
sharing your story. You're giving other parents hope.
Yeah.
So don't keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully,
Thank you so much.
right?
That's the essence of the whole thing. Just keep, I, if the more we come out and the more they know this is going on,
Yeah,
the more people get their awareness.
it will be
And it's,
normalized, right?
yeah, opening up more lights. Like I said, 6 years ago, or how many years ago they diagnosed my child, I was lost. I was alone. I feel secluded. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know who to talk to apart from the doctors and all those other people.
Hmm.
But now at least there are a lot of people out there. They are doing it. They have amazing pages. There's a lot going on. So if
Right,
your child got diagnosed, at least you know where to start. You have an immediate parent that you can ask.
right.
This is what's going on. Not that you have for you to talk to your doctor, your psychologist, or your therapist. You have to. It's a process.
Yeah.
But at least you find a parent's number, a page that you can just send a message. I always have those messages in my inbox,
Hmm.
and then you get the response, and it ease off the trauma or whatever you're going through at that time.
Yeah,
So it makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yeah. So it's Mohammed in the individualized education program, the IEP.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
It has an IEP.
okay. So how do you navigate the IEP process and your child's needs?
The IEP Mohammed has is school, educational wise. He has it in school, and then he's doing therapy at home. Mohammed do speech therapy. You do occupational therapy, and then the most amazing therapy I see helping him thrive a lot is the ABA, the applied behavioral therapy. Is really really helping him. Analysis. It's called ABA, applied behavioral analysis. There as well, they have a IEP, like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. I don't know. I don't think they call it an IEP, but they also have a plan. They
Mm-hmm.
have goals that they try to hit. Yeah, they prepare goals for him, and he's actually rolling well with those goals with the IEP. Because whenever the therapists come home, we do like 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Saturday, he has long hours because he don't go to school.
Yeah.
Because in Texas they give you 20 hours
Mm-hmm.
a week,
Mm-hmm.
20 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
So we do those hours, and he's doing well. To be honest, he's doing really well. I'm really impressed because the things Mohammed is learning, and when he don't have an ABA therapy going on, he don't know a lot of stuff. But now even ADLs, Mohammed can do some stuff independently without me helping. So
Awesome.
I think yes. So we're thriving slowly. Like I said, he can hit all his development now, like other kids, but slowly we're getting there.
Of
And
course.
the therapist is helping the one in school, the IEPs in school too. They have the goals they work on, and
Mhm.
then they come back home. It's just a lot. You have to really be on the. It's just a lot to do. Like therapies, everything you just have to do back to back.
Mhm.
You don't have to have no space for your child to hit the goals or hit a certain milestone that you want to see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, can you share some positive moments or milestones that you've celebrated with Mohammed?
recently, Recently, I posted a video on Facebook, and I
Mm.
see it has a lot of views where Mohammed was washing dishes. I bump into him washing dishes and I melt my heart. I cried, to be honest. I went emotional. I've been trying, it's something I've been working with him to wash dishes, but he don't know how to do it. Sometimes you just put the water and just dump the dishes away. So this day it was on Friday,
Uh-huh.
Black Friday. We spent the whole day at home. I didn't even go nowhere. So the dishes were in the sink. So the my baby bottle, the little sister's sippy
Mhm.
cup was in the sink.
Mhm.
And then I cook some oatmeal and I left the dishes there after they eat. And then I went upstairs. No, I went inside my room. I
Uh-huh.
came back outside and I saw Mohammed washing dishes in the kitchen.
Oh my
And he was
God.
doing it so well.
What?
He was not spilling no water. He was not making no mess. When I said he was doing it well, if you see the video, he was really doing it well. He was so patient,
Oh,
washing the dish, like doing it thoroughly. I bumped into him first and then I backed up. I went to get
you
the
didn't
camera.
believe it. You didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it. And I was doing the video. That's why I even put music on the video because I
Oh,
was crying. I was doing the video and I was crying. I'm like, Mohammed, really? I was so that's one huge thing that I want that.
yeah.
And again, I see him that he comes from school. You see him go upstairs. You come downstairs. He's fully changed without me helping him. Although if you go up, you meet him dumping the things different places.
Yeah.
But he can change himself. He can take off his uniform and put on his house clothes with no help.
That
So
is
those are some of the things that I'm seeing, and I'm really impressed
that
with
is
the ABA therapy going on. So
yeah, that's great. It means you're doing something good, you know.
yeah.
Continue.
hmm
Continue.
And his understanding, his level of understanding has improved drastically.
Yeah.
I
Very
can tell you do this. I can tell you, Mommy, come here. I can come in the communication. The way we communicate is
mm-hmm.
becoming much easier because when you can communicate with them well, that was the problem I was having with him with a lot of behaviors, a lot of meltdown because I was unable to understand him
Right.
and
Right.
he was unable to understand me. So
Mm-hmm.
it was difficult. But now we can understand each other. Communication is much easier now. So, like I said, slowly we are getting there.
That's great. That's great. So how do you focus on strength and abilities of Mohammed rather than just the challenges? Like how are you able to just focus on the strength and his ability rather than the challenges? Because I know
Because,
some days
yes,
are hard, right?
yes, of
How are you
course.
able to balance? How are you able to balance it?
Because what I did, I think I just focused on raising my child and I forget about the diagnosis. That's one thing that I do. I
Great.
totally parent Mohammed not thinking about autism. Sometimes I parent him. I'm even doing it, asking him to do some stuff, and then later I realize, oh no, he can't do it. He's autistic.
You're doing too
So
much, Mom.
yeah, but I have to do it because if I keep
You
putting
push
it in my head that
it.
he's autistic and I keep babysitting him, which I was doing before, I see he was not learning. He was not even willing to do it because he was bent on everything I have to do it. Everything I have to do it. So there are hard days, of course, because they are autistic. They have their own moments. But parenting him, and also he has siblings, he learned from them. He copies stuff now a lot. You see them doing good stuff, he's going to do it. He
Mhm.
tried to do it. And then I noticed Mohammed loved to be praised. He loved praises. He loved praises. Sometimes he has not even done nothing. He's telling me to clap for him. And I'm like, you have not done it yet. I can't clap for you. If you do
Clap
it,
in
I'll
advance.
clap for
Clap
you.
in advance. You're clapping in advance for the next
Yes. So
thing is
I
going
start
to do.
clapping for him and I said, you have to do it. So he do it. And when you do it, I clap again. And then he loves giving high five, thumbs up, everything positive. He loves it.
That is
He
great.
don't like people snapping at him. Mohammed, as soon as you start saying something that is off track, that he's doing wrong, he don't even like. So when my mom is here, sometimes we want to speak in my own language. But one thing I notice about him is like he's hearing all the languages.
Really?
Yes, I think he understands every language.
Wow.
Sometimes I speak in our own local tongue with my mom for him not to understand.
You still get
Saying what bad thing he did, he start crying. He gets quick, yes, he gets emotional quickly.
oh
I
wow.
noticed that he's getting emotional. So all those stuff are adding up together, and I think he's beginning to realize that no, I can't do this. If I do this, they're gonna snap at me. My mom don't like it or something like that. So his understanding is like increasing. So
Great. I know you talked upon this a little bit, but like how important has a support system been for you and your family in raising Mohammed?
actually, I have immediate family support,
Mhm.
and then also friends. I have some friends that were, some are still there, some are not there anymore, but some are still there.
Mhm.
And when the when it was really really tough,
Mhm.
most of my friends are there. If you call them, like you want to talk, sometimes you feel so depressed, you feel so down, you just want to talk to somebody.
Right.
They're there to talk. So support wise, I think I have that in place before, and I still have it going on. So.
That's great. Well, we're grateful for that. Um,
Mhm.
Hilda, I know you take care of Mohammed and his siblings a lot. Like it's to me, based off of everything you have just shared with me, it's like your focus is more centered, around them.
Yes.
So, as a mom, how do you prioritize self care while also taking care of, a child with a special need, right?
Yes, self care is very important. When parenting kids, even if your child don't have special needs, just regular kids, and I have four. They are all toddlers and underage.
Tell me about.
Mohammed is the oldest. Mohammed is 9. My youngest is 2.
Wow.
So definitely, I need to prioritize my self care because if I don't prioritize myself,
Mhm.
my mental health will be going down the drain, and it's gonna be hard to parent. So
Mhm.
what I do, my mom has always been with me.
Okay.
So
Great.
I take a lot of breaks. I
Nice.
do I do girl trips. My friends are around. We go for girl trip.
Good.
We take a break. I don't
Yeah,
take breaks out away from them. And then the good thing, I live in Texas. We have daycares. They're not that expensive like compared to East Coast. So my kids go to daycare. My kids go to daycare. They go to school. And I try to alternate my days of work. I don't work like a whole through the week. No, I love taking day off. I work in the hospital. I have 3 days or 4 days off.
No,
So one thing for me, I love to sleep. I sleep a whole lot when my kids are not around.
that's
I
great.
sleep. Yeah, I sleep a whole lot. If I don't like today, I drop Mohammed off at Mohammed go to school, and also my other kids, their dad is very handy, so
Okay.
I don't have to like kill myself to babysit all through. But no, I'm like I always tell people for now, I don't do parenting like full time parenting, just
Great.
glued together. No, I have breaks. I have days off.
Yeah. Yeah.
My husband, my baby daddy, and whatever, take the kids, his kids away, spend how many days with them, and I'm free.
Yeah.
So
That's
I have a lot of breaks when it comes to parenting and babysitting. I am very lucky on that side, on that aspect.
that's great because I mean it could be a lot. It could be a lot,
Yeah,
and just
a
and just
lot if you don't have help. Yeah,
yeah, and just like you said, just having kids that do not have special needs is a lot already.
yeah.
Adding that on top can be
I already know having special needs. Yeah.
yeah. All right, great. So, what advice do you have for other parents in balancing their responsibilities, such as yourself?
Or if they have parents that have special need kids,
Yeah.
so for parents that have
Yeah.
special need kids,
What advice or tips would you give them for balancing, in order for them to balance, their
first
responsibilities?
of all, I would say accept that child first. It's very hard. I Acceptance is something that don't come easily. When you have a child that have a special need,
Mm-hmm.
acceptance is one thing that we don't take. You see the level of grief that we go through.
Yeah.
Those 5 different stages,
Mm-hmm.
we have to go through them all. And then the last one is the acceptance.
Yeah.
And when it gets to the acceptance, we take a lot of time accepting the situation or whatever diagnosis. We keep asking too many questions. The first thing I want to tell any parents out there, don't take too long in accepting your child. Because I feel, for me, where I am now with my son, If I should have accepted that diagnosis a long time ago and don't keep going back and forth in Africa, trying to put cultural thing in place and saying things, I just accept the child I have and just said, you know what, I'm gonna parent you, and then try to be strong for that child because it's not an easy journey. Some days you're happy. One when you are a parent that have a special need child, you go through three different moods in one day. You wake up early, you wake up in the morning, you're like moody, in the afternoon you're happy, before the day end you're sad. So you go through those three different stages every day of your life. Maybe you will have 1 or 2 days in the week that you will be waking up, you're so happy the whole day. You say, "Good job, I did good today." So, but the first thing you have to do is to accept your child, accept the diagnosis. Don't take too long in accepting that child. And if you are in the United States, it makes it more. It should be much more easy for us because we have a lot of resources. Look for those resources. And if you are in any state, you're qualified to have a lot of resources to help your child, especially speech, those therapies that your child need. Look for those therapies. Fight to get those therapies because without therapy, your child cannot thrive, to be honest.
Right.
There is no magic in an autistic child thriving in any way. You have to have that devoted mom. You have to have a mom that have so much faith in that child. Don't
Right.
just look at that child and say, "Oh, he's autistic. He's a special need. He can be nothing. Why will I waste my time?" No, don't do that.
Right.
You have to have, first of all, you have to believe in that child and have so much faith that this is a passing moment. This will go. My child, one thing I always say, my child, I believe what Mohammed can achieve so much. And I don't look low on him because of his autism. I look higher, and my goal is always high. I look deep into the future, and I read deep. They say aim at the sky. You fall at the mountain, you're good. But don't go and aim low for him. No, I aim so high for Mohammed, and I believe in him, and I keep faith in God that you
Yeah.
gave me this child. You will change whatever you do.
Yeah.
And don't
Absolutely.
don't look down on it thinking that, oh, it won't happen. Miracles happen every day of our lives. You fall in an accident, you come out from that accident, the car is finished, you're alive. That's a miracle.
Yeah.
So miracles happen every day. Don't give up on your child. Take care of that child. They thrive when they are loved, they thrive when they are supported, and they thrive when they see a peaceful and a quiet atmosphere. They can feel they read body languages a lot, as much as they cannot talk. Like my son is still non-verbal, but
Right.
he read through me. He can, Mama can look at me and he just pass his face, thinking that my mom is sad.
Oh,
Let them know. Let them read your body language. Try to get close to them. Try to know your child and let them know you,
yeah.
and you can communicate better. It's a hard journey. I won't say it's easy for. It's not easy for none of us. None of us is not easy. We just try to be strong day in and day out for our kids because at the end of the day, if you break down, that child is doomed. So try to be strong for your child. Support him as much as you can, as much as you can. But at the same time, don't forget to take breaks. Ask for help if you must.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think you need a break, like I always tell them, if you know I don't have no family member to support me, I don't have no immediate friend to support me in the United States, please call 211. They will help you.
Oh, wow.
Call 211. Dial 211. Tell them I don't feel good. I have a special need child. I feel so depressed. I feel so. They will come find a way to take that child and help you that moment until you get back to yourself and they give you back your child. But don't sit there and wallow in pain and sorrow and get depressed and mental health kicks in and you're doomed. So
That's a great resource. Thank you for sharing that. And
yeah,
that's
so
gonna
please,
that's
yes,
what I was
call
gonna say.
211. I did that. I've done that and it works for me. I
Great.
have done that. The time my son, year before last, my son was just rooming. Mommy was just, I think it was a change of hormones and all that, the age. He hit 8 years old. As soon as he hit 8, that was the toughest moment I've ever seen I faced with autism. It was a hard thing. Yes. I think I spoke to you on the phone the other day.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I was at the hospital with my son. It was hard. Even to get Mohammed to put Mohammed in the car, I can't put Mohammed in the car. I have to call 211. So that's why I'm telling people ask for help. Don't just Don't just cry around. So sometimes it gets so overwhelming. At that point, I was seeing my child. I was really depressed and going broken down. I
Okay.
can't expect, you don't want to see your child in a situation like that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I need help. I know if I don't help him, we are all doomed. So I have to call the number.
Yeah.
And I got the help I need. So call that number. If you don't have no resources, nobody around you. There are times, this is United States, everybody is busy. Maybe you're far away, they can't even come the moment, but please call 211.
Yeah.
Explain your problem, they'll come to your aid.
Yeah.
And then ask for help. If you have immediate family members that are supportive, let them step in sometimes, take breaks. Go on a trip if you can afford it. So that's all I can say. Take care of your health, eat well, sleep. The days you have, sleep well because we don't have enough sleep. So the days you know you have a break and every nobody is around, prioritize your sleep. Sleep. If you can sleep the whole day, that's good. So
So
that's all.
thank you for sharing that resource, actually, 211. Are there any other local or online communities that have been particularly supportive to you?
Yeah, if you're in the United States, you just Google, just say help with autism, you see a lot of stuff coming up.
Okay.
Just go on Google or Safari or anything you can access the internet and do look for help with autism. Put help with autism. You see some resources that will come up. They
Mm-hmm.
have different resources you call. But don't play with finding help for your child, especially therapy. I know ABA is a lot of wait period. I stay like almost a year on the wait list.
Wow.
But ABA people in my page I see some parents or some they're bashing ABA, but I'm telling everybody autism is not one size fits all. What works for me might not work for you.
Right.
What worked for my child might not work for your child. But at the same time, just try. You
And
never
again,
know
that's
what
because
works.
there are different people on the spectrum, right? So there.
Yes, because that's why I said no one size fits all because it's a different level. My
Mhm.
son was diagnosed with a profound autism, which is the least a
Yeah.
severe autism because he was non-verbal.
Mhm.
That's what he was diagnosed of.
Mhm.
Severe autism, that is the last level of autism, the hard one. But at the end of the day, I didn't give up on him.
Mhm.
And now I see my son, I will put Mohammed as a mild. I'll put him as a mild because there's nothing like that anymore going on. But because he was non-verbal at that time, he don't have no words. He still don't have a lot of words,
Yeah.
but at least his understanding has improved drastically. But if you said because your child is all the way down there in the diagnosis level, you want to give up on it, don't give up. Just try. Keep trying.
Mhm.
Keep trying. Put on your effort. They said that autism does not come with no manual. It don't come with no manual. It don't come with no instruction, no guide. But it comes with a parent that don't give up.
Yeah.
So if you don't give up on your child, trust me, your child will get to where God wants him to be. So
Okay. So we coming to an end now, but I have like three more questions. I just wanna ask you real quick. In your opinion, how can communities better support families with autism?
what do you say?
In your opinion, how
Hmm.
can communities, right, better support families with autism?
Accepting their child with them. Let them try to learn about the child. But like I said again, before a community can accept your child, you the parents have to be open with the
You have
community.
to do the job. Yeah.
Yes, because autism is a disability that is very invisible. It's not out there. It's not physical. It's not like you see the child. You see my son. If I don't tell you my son is autistic, you will not know my child is
True.
autistic.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so autism is an invisible disability. It's a disability. We cannot hide from it. We cannot shade it. We cannot coat it anyway. We cannot even like ice it. There is no icing on it. It's a disability. We just have to accept it. But it's an invisible disability. You don't get to see it. You don't get to notice the disability, but there is a disability. So
Right.
the first thing we need to do is to let the community know my child is disabled.
Mhm.
What's going on with him? He's autistic. He can talk. He can understand a lot of stuff. He
Mhm.
might not process things the way you process them. If they understand and then they have the knowledge about it, they'll be able to support you. But
Right.
if you come around me, you can support my child. You don't know nothing about my child.
Yeah.
So that's why I said the best thing we can do as parents, I am going to start it next year. I am going to do a community education.
Great.
My
Yeah.
little community I will share flyers, I'll go door to door and
Mhm.
share flyers and tell them, write something about autism.
Right.
Let them know it's a disability that you don't notice. Mohammed, stop rolling that chair, put it back. You don't understand. They don't understand about it. But if they teach them, they educate them about autism,
Raising awareness.
trust me, your community is ready to support you when they know what's going on.
True.
So I always tell parents to be open, be open. There is no stigma with autism. Let's wipe away this thing about is stigma, it is a stigma, is this, is that. No, that's your child. That's your child like any other child. It's just a different child. It's born different.
Yeah.
That does not mean he's less or anything. No, it's just different. Even me here, City, I'm different from you, Haja. We're not the
Of
same.
course. Of course.
So let's try to accept differences.
We have to accept our differences.
Yes, let's the same thing. That's how you accept kids' differences. Don't say
Mhm.
because my child is autistic, your child is not autistic. They are not the same. They are the same human being. They're just different people.
Yeah.
So the moment your community gets to understand that they understand that this child is different and they know how to handle differences, it's gonna be a better world for all of us, and our kids can live peacefully.
Yes. What are your hopes and aspiration for Mohammed's future?
My hopes for Muhammad is high. Muhammad loves soccer. Muhammad loves anything that has to do with sports. So I believe I'm gonna have an athlete.
Amen.
I believe in it and I'm working on it. I don't just believe in stuff and sit and fold my hands. I am actually working on it. And he's doing good in it. And in the future, I see I'm having a superstar.
Amen.
And it will come to pass
Amen.
by the grace of God.
And it's funny you said that because as I was doing research on this topic, right?
Mhm.
One thing that I kept saying was that kids with special needs or autism kids are kind of
Mhm.
gifted in a particular area. You know,
Yes, they are good in what they're not. Yes, exactly. They all have different talents, but
yeah.
you have to, that's why I tell parents, know
Just have
your
to dig
child.
deep and see and find where his interest lies.
They
What.
have their strengths. They have their strength in some areas.
Mhm.
Try to know your child. Well, now you see, let me show you what Mohammed is doing. We are talking and just see what he's doing. I don't know how to flip this camera. We are talking. He went to the backyard and get a ball. Tell you that's what he loves. Inside my house now, he's playing a ball. Look.
Oh, I want that. Oh my God, he is.
So just look at what your child likes. All of them, they have their interests. They have what interests them.
Yeah,
They have what they like.
yeah.
That's how I find out about Mohammed liking sports, and then I went out and
Just
taught.
natural, just natural.
Yes, because anything about him, Mohammed want to sleep with the ball. Mohammed will want anything about ball. He just likes it. He don't care if it's a football. He don't care if it's a basketball. He don't care if it's as long as it's a ball. Now he's giving me so we can throw because he likes to throw balls. Hold on, we go do it outside when we're done. So learn, know what your child likes. Find their talents. They're not just done like that. Don't think with the diagnosis they are finished. They are not finished. They have something in them. They always say if God take away blindness, He increase your knowledge, right? If you see people that are blind, most of them they are very smart.
Yeah.
You see they navigate their way around. They don't take everything away from you. God don't take all your five senses
It
just like
kind of
that.
sharpens couple of senses or one.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
work on your child. Know your child and see what your child is interested in and then work on that skill. Don't force your child. I'm not forcing Mohammed to know how to go to school and write English or be I'm not pushing him. I don't want to change him, to be honest with you. I don't want to change my child. I want my child the way he is, but I want him to be good with his strength. I want to know what my child is capable of doing, and I
Mhm.
work on that. But I'm not gonna force my child like you have to do this. Like I always tell my daughter, I said tomorrow my daughter have different. Tomorrow you say I want to be a doctor. Tomorrow you say I want to be a teacher. Next tomorrow you say, but he's fine with whatever he wants to be because everything is calling is professional.
Correct.
But at the same, but Mohammed cannot tell me what he wants to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I should be able to know what he's good at and
Mhm.
work on it. And
Mhm.
I don't force him to work on what I know my child is not good at. No, I won't force him. I don't want to change him. If that's how he wants to be, that's how God wants him to be, that's how he's gonna be.
Good.
But I'm just gonna help him. Whatever I know he's good at, I'm gonna help him improve in it and be a better person.
Great. Love it. Love it. So the last question, is there anything else that we haven't covered that you would like to share?
I think we've covered everything though.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything.
Okay.
The only thing I want to share on this before I go, I
Uh-huh.
think I just think about it, is for I did a video about it and I'll say it here again.
Okay.
For parents that have one child and with a diagnosis and they're scared to have more kids, don't do that, please.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Let no diagnosis stop you from having more kids.
Mhm.
And don't think that because this child has a disability and the other child will have a disability. I go through that. I feel that is a lot of, it's a hard pill. But
Mhm.
at the same time, have those kids. Kids are gifts from God. And one thing I believe, they all come differently. They come different phases, they come different shapes, they come different sizes when you have them. They come with their talents, they come with their own grace, and they come with their own whatever God is blessing them with.
Right.
Don't give up on your first child. If I should have given up on saying, "Oh, Mohammed was diagnosed with autism, I can't have more kids," I wouldn't be enjoying motherhood right now because my other kids they bring they bring the different rhyme in the house. I'm not just stick with a disabled child that I have to do everything for. At least I have the other ones that come and give me the comfort side. When I turn, I see my other kids, and I look at Mohammed, I'm like, no, I'm blessed. So don't do that to yourself. Have more kids if you can.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard thing, but make up your mind to do it. And then leave the rest to God. God knows best.
Love it, love it, love it. I like that final
Yeah.
statement you just gave. But Jilda, I just want to thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your heart
you. Thank you. Thank you, Haja.
today. Your courage, resilience, and love are truly inspiring. So
Thank
as
you so much.
wrap up, let's remember that every individual, regardless of their neurodiversity, has a unique story that deserves to be embraced.
Yep.
Know that your advocacy for autism awareness and acceptance is making a significant impact. And we are grateful for your willingness to share your experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Haja.
To our viewers, let's continue to foster a world that recognizes
Yep.
neurodiversity. If you or someone you know is touched by autism, know that you are not alone and there is
No,
a community ready to support and uplift you. So, once again, I just want to thank you all once again for joining us on Let's Get Real with Haja. We'll be
thank you so much, Haja, for having me.
time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. So again, thank you so much, for joining Let's Get Real with Haja. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, with more stories that matters. Until then, remember, empathy is a language that transcends differences. Good night, everyone.